morning, YouTubers and weavers, or weavers and YouTubers, whatever you prefer. This is the beginning of the second video of my Strickler 246 pattern towels. I've already discovered one mistake, and it's not a mistake in that it's truly wrong. I think I put in too wide a warp, and so instead of towels coming out in the normal rectangle format, they're going to come out fairly close to being squares. They'll work, they just won't look quite as towel-like because they'll be more square than rectangle. But other than that, this is going along just fine. So I am ready to do a quick color change and then get on with the weaving of this. I'm on the second towel of this bunch, and this one I'm using 3 main weft colors plus, of course, the dark blue or navy blue as a divider. So let's aim you down and take a look at what I'm doing. So I'm putting in this dark green, kind of what I'd call a Kelly green, for the next set of weft. And again, I'm using 8-2 Codlin, or maybe it's 22-2, because I can't remember if this was a Maurice Broussard or a Bokkins. But in any case, it's Codlin. Now I got to figure out which set I'm doing. This one. Okay, so we'll start over here, put that in, tuck the tail, that's 6, so I want 10. Okay, that looks like the right number of weft threads, but I got to quickly count to be sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got to go one more set of 4. 1, and again, we'll tuck that tail in, snip that off. So with the main color weft threads, to even up where I've got all my tucked in tails, with my main color like this green, I have the tails over here on the right side. But when I do the blue for the in-between, I am doing that over on the left side. That way half the tails are tucked in on each side. Like that's the 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we go to the other set. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, we'll tuck the tail in over on this side. Let's advance the warp a little bit. Then let's change colors, because that's the dark green. Now we're going to go to the lighter, almost turquoise type color for our next one. Get my feet on the right side of treadles. Yeah, yuck. I pulled a little too hard and the beater bar came off. Fix that. Okay, time to count again. Where's my little pointer? 1, 2, hard to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is done with that. We can tuck this tail in. Whoops, I went the wrong side of the floating selvage. There we are. And now it's back to another dark blue. So, but I think before I do that, I'm going to cut off these little tails that I tucked in. See them there? Throw those down in the wastebasket. Where's my other little pin? There we are. And we'll repin this grosgrain that I've got as a measuring device, although I'm not exactly using 34 inches, but you get the idea. So I'm going to keep weaving off camera. A lot of time to spend on this yet. More later. So YouTubers, you can see I'm still working on this project. But this is the last color section for this particular towel that I'm doing. Got 4 more picks of this kind of brick red color. And there is the end of that brick red. So we'll take that out of there. Now we're going to do the blue that goes on the side of this. So let's do this. Pull that puppy up in there. Two. Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four. And now we'll cut this one off. And we'll change colors again. So now I'm going to switch to white because this is the end of this towel, and I'm going to put on about a ½ an inch of white that I will use to fold over for the hem. Tuck this tail in. I think I need to advance the warp just a little bit. So you can see right there I'm almost at the 35 inch. It'll be about 34. It's pretty close. That is enough of that. Now, this is going to look stupid, but there's a logic to it. I'm going to put in just enough yellow to be the separator to where I know I'm going to cut the towels apart. Let's do that a little differently. We'll do this one as tabby instead of as just barely enough thread to do that, but it worked. Now we'll do the white that will be the hem of the next towel. And that's enough of that. We'll tuck that one in. We're going to move the grow grain up, but we won't need it for the first couple of inches. Okay, YouTubers, so far I've been doing everything with 8-2 cotton linen blend, right? But I've decided to change this up a little bit, and the next towel I am going to use 8-2 cotton boucle. So it's got this more textured look to it. And I'm going to do this in red and green kind of Christmas colors, even though we're a little bit after Christmas when I'm doing this, but that's okay. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out lengthwise, whether it's going to be the same number of picks as I've been doing with the Codalin, but I expect it'll be pretty close. So let's put in this. Which side am I going on? That's the one I want. Tuck this tail back in. We will see how well cotton boucle works in here as opposed to Codalin. Cut off a couple more Irish pennants. Well, I can see, you can definitely see the difference in texture. I don't know if you can see it from the distance you are. I don't know if I can aim you in closer either. Yeah. I don't know that you're close enough to really see this difference, but I can feel it. Obviously, the 8-2 Codalin is a smoother feel than the cotton boucle. Now, I am still going to stick with the plain old Codalin as far as my dark blue stripe in between. So we'll see how that works going forward, but I think that's enough for this part of the video. Well, this is finally done. There's about 6 inches behind the loom from where it's tied on to the back beam until the back of the handle, so that's quite enough. So now it's a case of I'm going to loosen this up just a little bit and then snip it off. There's my scissors. So let's loosen it just a little, take some, it's still got some tension, but it's not quite as bad. And I'm going to leave a little bit. That'll get trimmed off at the sewing machine. What will appear to you as the first towel in this, but is actually the last one woven, is smaller than all the others. It's what was left. So let's just look at it that way. And I'm going to wrap this all up on a piece of dowel or whatever you want to call it, piece of wood. So there's the first one. It's all different colors. And we'll just go into all the others. So orange and blue with just a touch of yellow in this one. Black and red with just a touch of white in this one. Red and green with a touch of light green. There's the last two are cotton boucle, not cotton. Now I'm back to doing the cotton. Orange and kind of a burgundy. Green and yellow. Multiple shades green and yellow. But anyways, green and yellow. Purple, kind of a lilac type purple, and what I would call an aquamarine type. Now we'll tighten this back up again. And cut it off again. So we'll cut this off. Off to the sewing room to put hems on these. So I'm going to just be hemming, show you one of the towels on one end. I'm going to start out going backwards for just a little teeny bit, maybe a little under half an inch. Turn it back to forwards. As you all know, I'm not the greatest, fastest sewer in the world. Now it's in reverse again. And fix it. And cut it off. There you go. That is one end of this towel hemmed. I'm going to turn it around and do the other end. Okay, there's one. This is that one towel. You're looking at the back side now where I've folded over the hem. We'll turn it around and let you see the front side of the hem. And I'll zoom the camera out a little bit. Oh, that's as out as it goes. Okay, well, I'm going to back up. There's that whole towel. So remind me when I show you the rest of them, I don't need to show you this one again. Anyways, this is one towel properly hemmed. I've got one other one hemmed, which means I've got about 5 to go. There's 6 full ones and 1 short one, but anyways, I got to get back to work. Can't keep standing here talking. Well, TGIF, they're weavers and tubers, Ubers, YouTubers, whatever. I am finally done with the Strickler number 246 weaving, making towels. And I've got 6 full-size towels and 1 that is just what was left on the loom and didn't make a full towel. And I started with 7 yards of warp, and I got 6 towels, 6 full towels of it. So here is the first one, black and red and white. And I think I'll just give you a quick look at the other ones, but I'm also going to put in some photographs that I took of them laying on a flat surface, and you can get a good idea of what all of these look like from those photographs as well. So set that one down. That black and red and white one, and this one, which is red and green and light green, which I gotta back up enough so you can see this thing, but I'm gonna come in really close, and I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see kind of a little variation in what it looks like. That's because these first 2 I used 8/2 cotton boucle as the thread instead of just an all one size thread. So the boucle, is, you probably know, has got a rougher finish. It works great for towels. So that's the 2 that are boucle. And in the weft, in the warp, everything is 8/2 Cotton. Okay? And my warp, as you probably saw from the previous video of this series, which was like about 3 videos ago, was white 8/2 Cotton and navy blue 8/2 Cotton. So here's another one. Here I'm using orange and yellow and kind of a medium blue. And Cotton, the 8/2 Cotton for the weft as well. Turn it around so you can see the front side. Kind of a light purple and aqua blue, teal color. And then I don't even know what the name is. One of these is orange and the other one's kind of a brick red. But they all look pretty good. And I'd been doing 2 blocks of each color, but for this one I decided to be a little different, and I went with 3 colors, alternating them: dark green, light green, and yellow, dark green, light green, yellow, dark green, light green, yellow. So slightly different look to the pattern, but I think it looks good. And then finally this one, this is what was left over, where I didn't have enough warp left to do a full towel. So I just chose to use a different stripe of each color. And this one's only about half as long. So that's the project as a whole. Both my looms are empty right now. I haven't decided what I want to do next. I'm really just kind of thinking about it, so it'll probably be a little while before I do another video, because I haven't made up my mind what I want to do next. So Anyways, I hope you enjoyed seeing this. It's just interesting to do this color. That pattern it looked so boring and dull when I first saw it in Strickler's book. And now that I've actually woven it, I'm just super happy with the way these towels looked. So that's it for now. If you like my videos, hey, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a comment, subscription, or whatever trips your trigger. And I'll catch you the next time around on that camera that you're hiding inside. Bye-bye.